So in this video, I want to explore the real reason why so many of us complain, and we've turned it into an Olympic level sporting event, and yet we know we shouldn't be complaining. We really should be grateful, and great gratitude feels better, but at the same time, we still feel ourselves complaining. So what I want you to consider is that maybe it's not us complaining at all. Maybe complaints are part of this program I've been describing, this survival mode that turns a mysterious complex reality into almost a cartoon version of it so that it can be understood and manipulated. And that's what the left side of the brain does. It takes the complex mystery of reality and it turns it into concepts, ideas, thoughts, categories, and language. And all of these are potentially useful things. Well, they are useful in the sense that they can transform reality, and that's what we've been doing. So when our ancestors found, a dissatisfaction with a weapon or dissatisfaction with a home, then give us 10,000 years of dissatisfaction and improving, we suddenly have these cities and exploring space and cars that go 200 miles an hour. But the question is, at what price? And is this going to ever end? And so one of the things that we need to bring balance, if we want balance, is to get back into the mode of being. And that's the right hemisphere, the right side of the brain. And the mode of being is so content with a mystery. It loves the mystery. It loves things as they are. So let me just give you a couple things to get you to transform from the left brain survival mode to the right side of the brain. Consider life itself. So right now you are a living being, and yet the left brain has no clue what life even is. It can't define life, let alone understand the processes that give rise to it. Same goes for consciousness. You are a conscious being right now. Being conscious should be something that should send us down the street screaming, I'm a conscious being. It's one of the greatest mysteries in the known universe, and yet we trivialize it like it's just ordinary. Even consider what we think of as the material world. 99% of it's empty space. And even the stuff that looks like things, it's just bundles of potential energy that may or may not exist at particular places. And then we've got things like gravity that keep us here grounded to the earth instead of flying off into space. No one understands gravity. It's another one of these things along with time that are absolute mysteries. We've got subatomic forces holding all of this reality together that no one understands. And at the same time, if we just focus if we put the spotlight on just our meat suit, our bodies, there's so many mysteries going on that the left brain simply can't handle it. I mean, right now you are beating your heart, you're keeping your blood chemistry within certain levels, and you are transforming air into energy. You're transforming food into energy through digestion. You've got 80 billion neurons up in your skull processing little computers that are processing information, and they're 80 billion, and each one is firing between 1 and 100 times a second, and they're connected in almost an infinite number of ways, and they're so busy taking another infinite number of light particles that are hitting your eye, and they're instantly transforming these into a neurological language that your brain can understand so you can see, and all you do is look out. And it's doing the same thing with hearing, and same thing with touch, and at the same time, it's so easy to complain about something like gas, but at the same time we're on this amazing trip through space on this spaceship Earth, where we're revolving around at 1,000 miles an hour. We're revolving around the sun at something like 60,000 miles an hour, and this whole solar system is on this super fast trip that's going around the galaxy at something like 500,000 miles an hour. And all in a universe that's expanding at a rate that's far faster than anyone had thought. And so hopefully when I describe this infinite number of mysteries, and that's just a small little fraction of 1% of the mysteries that make up this existence that we call the human adventure, the thinking mind simply has nowhere to go with it. And thinking mind can't go back into, it wants to, like you might even feel this right now, like isn't it easier to complain about gas? Isn't it easier to complain that someone else kept you late at work, or someone else at work got to leave early, rather than feel the mystery that you're a conscious being? So really what complaints do, and here's the experiential part of this video, watch the rest of the day. You will complain. Well, not you, right? You'll hear a voice in the head. It's going to find fault in things, and it's going to find fault in trivial things. And watch as this old survival mode complains throughout the day, and ponder the possibility that it isn't who you really are.